back to our coverage of Luverne Cardinals volleyball and AM800K QAD as Luverne is looking to see if they can bounce back from a very interesting, is the best way I can describe it, but a very interesting second set that they did play there. It was, that's the best way I can put it, it was very interesting. 25-21 was the score of set number 1. 25-12 was the score of set number 2. Both of those go into Redwood Valley. Now we're here in set number 3. Leading off for Luverne is going to be Morgan Arndt, who will start things out for set number 3. The serve goes up and over to Farazin. Picked up by Arata. Then the outside Hunter Cook, and that's going to be too much, as that one's going to go out of play. So Luverne off to a good start as they now pick up a 1-0 lead on top of the Redwood Valley Cardinals. Arndt with the serve to be picked up by Farazin. In front, Arata. Then Hunter Cook with a smash, goes off the shoulder of Bell Smith, and there goes trying to save it. And it's going to be tied up here at 1 apiece. In the back row, Kenzie Lundeen to serve. The Lundeen service up to pick up by Morgan Arndt. Then to Sneller. By Peyton Bear, but the block in front is good. Although it does hit the net there. Blocking the play, really. And it would have been 4 hits if Luverne would have touched it. So 2-1 for Redwood Valley. Kenzie Lundeen with the serve. Over it goes, be picked up by Arndt. Now in front to Sneller. To Peyton Bear. Shoots it across, picked up by Lundeen. To Arata. Outside. Johnson. That's too much, and that's going to go out of play. They did say it was also lightly tipped by Luverne as well. So 3-1 is our score. Serve is up to Arndt. To Sneller. Kira John tries to tip it over the block. She does. In front for Johnson to Arata. Hunter Cook with a slam off the arm there of Morgan Arndt. And it's now 4-1 in favor of Redwood Valley. Now the serve up again, off the fingertips, and oh, that was almost close. That was real close. As it went off the fingertips of Ella Reisdorfer, barely saved by Morgan Arndt, and then Ella Reisdorfer tried to really throw it across the net there, but wasn't successful, as it's now 5-1. This time it is settled down, picked up by Sneller, tipped along by Bear in the back row there for Lundeen. Picked up by Arata, and now Johnson tries to get it, saved by Farazin off the block. In front of Arata again, shot off the arm of Arndt, as Johnson picks up the kill, and it's now 6-1. Still in favor of Redwood Valley. Serve up and over. Picked up by Reisdorfer. Kira John with the collection, goes over and too much on it, and it's now 7-1. Luverne really needs to pick up the confidence they had from set number 1 in this third set here, as Morgan Arndt collects on over to Sneller. Block is up and good from Bear. Then to Sneller again, tipped by Kira John, dug in by Johnson, on over to Arata, then tipped by Lundeen. Picked up by Smith, dug in by John, moved over by Smith again, then back to Mertens, tipped along, saved by Farazin, in front, Arata, tipped onside, and up and over it goes to Hunter Cook. That was a really good volley by both squads. Ball kind of in desperation, hot potato mode. And they both kept it up high. And it was ultimately Redwood Valley with the point there. 8-1 as Sneller tips it upside, and that'll go in front of the net. Late reaction there from Ella Reisdorfer. And it's now 9-1, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. So Redwood Valley really kind of pulling out all the stops. They're saying, look, we're going to come in here and we're going to pick up all the wins here again today. Like I said before, out of 15 games that they have played this season, and that includes every game that they have played in the tournament as well, they have only lost a total of 4 sets out of all 15, which is very, very important. impressive. So they're walking into any gymnasium and practically shutting down every single opponent that they face, which is just amazing. An amazing statistic for Redwood Valley. Considering last year, best of record, I believe if serves, they were in the last place spot, taking on the first place Luverne Cardinals in the seeding, and now it almost looks like it's kind of flip-flopped a little bit. So this one's up and over. Here comes Bella Smith. There's Sneller, tipped up by Bear. Back to Ferrazin, to Arata. On over Johnson. Tip is up and good. Picked up by Reisdorfer. Moved by Smith. And it's moved by Sneller to Ferrazin. Saved by Arata. Moved over to Ferrazin again. Sneller. Back on over to Bear. Outside by Arata. Now to Ferrazin. Tipped by Jack for Arndt. Saved by Sneller. And moved by Smith. Ferrazin. Back to Lundeen. On out to Johnson. And Johnson puts it a bit too much outside. Tried to tuck it into the corner pocket and did not succeed. So Luverne shuts down a 9-point run by Redwood Valley and makes it 9-2. Reisdorfer with the serve over to Ferrazin, back to Lundeen. And Johnson to serve it, but it goes off of Luverne, and out of play it's going to go. 10-2. Hunter Cook goes back to serve. So the serve is up, picked up by Sneller. Smash right along. Tori Suri, excellent smash. Tori Suri says we're jumping back into this one. I like it. 10-3 off the bullet from Tori Suri. And Halverson, who checked into the game, is now going to serve. So Halverson serves, picked up by Hunter Cook, in front for Arata, tipped by Mertens. But the block in front is good by Tori Suri, and Tori Suri kind of putting a fresh breath of life here in Luverne, as it's now 10-4. So now Halverson, serve is up, dug in by Johnson, tipped by Larson, off the hands there of Halverson, tipped along by Bear. Now on over to Arata. Smash, block in front of him. Good, and that's a good smash. Sorry, a good block, really. It almost looked like it was a spike coming off of Keasley Smith and Kira John in front. And Luverne's coming back into this one. It's now 10-5. So Halverson comes up to serve yet again. In there for Hunter Cook. Arata decides to just tip it over. Kira John sets it up. Tori Suri with a smash, and she'll just squeak the back line. So that goes out of play. But Luverne puts up a real good comeback and makes it now 11-5. Mertens to serve. Up goes to Kira John. Tipped in front there by Halverson. Shot by Tori Suri. Over it goes into the scorer's table. And the point will go to Luverne off the block. 11-6. Vanderloot serves as she comes into the game. Picked up by Mertens. On over there to Arata. Smashed by Johnson. Tipped over the hand of Luverne off the block. And it's now 12-6. As Callie Johnson goes back to serve for Redwood Valley. Picked up by Vanderloot, moved up by Reisdorfer, and move it on over. Perkins to Hunter Cook, tipped up by Lundeen, saved it. Halverson, Arata, there's a shot. Larson finds some open ground and snipes it. 13-6. Just too good of a spike. Found a lot of open ground and sniped it. Not much Luverne could do on that one. Johnson service up. Inside there for Halverson to collect, and up and over goes for Suri to miss the spike. Sent up by Arata. And Lundeen goes in for the kill. It squeaks back Luverne's block, and down it goes. It's now 14-6. Valley Johnson with the serve. Up and over goes for Tori Suri to Halverson. Then Peasley Smith jumps it over to Mertens. Arata sets it one up. And Lundeen will take it off the hands of Halverson. And Halverson tried to set it up, but I think she just kind of misread the play just a little bit. And it goes into the ground. It's now 15-16 in favor of Redwood Valley. Johnson's up and over to Reisdorfer. Halverson Suri goes off the shoulders of Johnson, and Tori Suri doing what she does best, and that's putting a new fresh breath of life into this Luverne crowd. And it's now 17-5. Suri goes back to serve. But that's a service error, and that goes into the net. 16-7. Redwood Valley is in the lead of this one here as Belle Smith will swap places with Tori Suri. Bearson serves in the back row, picked up by Arndt in front for Halverson. And Halverson tried to get out of the way there of Peasley Smith, but it goes off her head, and they're going to say touch twice. So there's a point for Redwood Valley, 17-7, as this one is dug in. Smith in front, Halverson, and Morgan Arndt goes off of Farazin. And will collect, but it goes into the net as she didn't quite get the foul underway, as she does collect from Johnson. So it's now 17-8. Anna Sneller. As Sneller goes up over to Arata, and Mertens will throw it over. Set up by Sneller. Here comes the shot. Goes up the shoulder there of Farazin. So Arndt goes in for the kill, and it goes off the shoulders of Farazin. And it's 17-9. Sneller goes back to serve. Farazin moves it over to Lundeen, and Farazin will throw it on back. Set up by Mitt in front. Off the hands, picked up by Johnson to Arata. There's a good attempt there. Saved by Peyton Bear, and it goes over by Vanderloot. Tipped onside. Then to Bear. To Sneller outside. Reisdorfer collects. Throws it over, and Johnson wasn't quite ready for that one. She doesn't look too happy about that. By Luverne keeps it in there, and they pick up a much-needed point. It's now 17-10. Sneller will serve this one. It goes right into the net for a service error. And it's service up by Arata, picked up by Arndt to Sneller, then on over to Reisdorfer, dug inside by Johnson on the floor. By Lundeen, goes off the hand of Reisdorfer, and that's a point for Redwood Valley. (19-10) as Arata will continue serving. Picked up by Arndt to Sneller. Arndt will throw this one over. Picked up by Arata. Mertens with a tap. Dug in by Luverne, and nobody in front to collect it off the pass from Peyton Bear, and that goes into the net and down. So another point there for Redwood Valley. 20-10 is where we stand. Arata's serve is up inside for Belle Smith, now to Sneller. Then shot by Bear in the back row for Johnson. In front of Arata again. Hunter Cook with a tap. And Sneller enough for the dig, and that's going to be another point. 21-10, and there will be a timeout on the floor for Luverne. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Luverne Cardinals Volleyball on AM 800 KQAD. Back to our Covering Cardinals volleyball and AM 800 KQAD. We're here in set number 3 as Luverne is trailing 21-10. Aylin Arata is serving for Redwood Valley. We got a few subs on the floor for Redwood Valley. As Arata will put this one back in. There goes Smith to collect it. And then Bell Smith will throw it over. Picked up by Farazin. On over to Hunter Cook, and Hunter Cook comes in with the kill. Doing what she's been doing good all night, and that's just finding some nice ground to position her kills with. And it's now 22-10. Arata with the serve. Over it goes, and that's going to be an ace as a miscommunication by Smith and Arndt. And it's now 23-10. Arata's serve is up to pick up by Vanderloot. In front for Sneller to the outside. Peyton Bear with it. Picked up by Johnson. Then the outside Lundeen with a smash. Dug in, and that's going into the scorer's table. So Bell Smith with a good dig, but unfortunately it's not that effective as that goes into the scorer's table. Nobody can react to it. 24-10. Here comes the match point. This one's up and over for Arndt. Sent up by Smith. Then Peyton Bear throws it over. Now to Sneller. Back over to Reisdorfer, and they collect. Good play by Reisdorfer. Shuts them down. Picks up a very, very much needed point to stay alive in this one. And it's now 24-11. As Morgan Arndt will go on back for this one. So Morgan Arndt goes on over. In the back for Hunter Cook in front of Rada. Hunter Cook says she's going to end this, and it's saved by Kira John up in front. Tucked along, and Hunter Cook tips it over the other block. And that's going to do it. Ending the game here tonight, Luverne. I'm not sure what went wrong, but it was a very, very fun game to broadcast. As Luverne will lose this one 3-0. We'll be right back with you.